All right. Looks like we're live, Mom.
Looks like we are. We're talking to our friends, of course.
Right.
All right. So we want to make sure that we get to the point with them. Oh, first of all, we want to hope they had a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Happy holidays.
we had a very nice one. But we want to talk to you, our Grand Rapids friends and our Grant Croom families.
Right.
We want to talk to all of you because we have something very special that we want to invite you to be a part of. And when we come to you, especially when I come to you like this, I'm coming to you about something that's serious, but at the same time, very important.
It's true. That's true. I've recently, actually within the past 5 years, have created within my veterinary field a program called the Future Veterinarian Project. And we started out in person, live and in person. This was before COVID. We brought students who are interested in the veterinary field right to various places where we could teach them directly and mentor them directly. Of course, COVID caused us to pivot like a lot of other businesses, and we've taken the Future Veterinarian Project nationwide and virtual.
Well, wait a minute. What do you mean you're going to take it nationwide? I'm not sure what that means. You're here in Kalamazoo, Portage, and of course Grand Rapids, where you were born,
right?
And you want to go nationwide with your program.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying the young future veterinarians, you want to make sure that this is covering maybe all of the United States?
Definitely all over the United States. How we're taking this nationally is that I'm not the only veterinarian involved. So I've got veterinary peers that attended vet school with me at Tuskegee, hey, TU,
right.
And as well as all the other veterinary schools across the country. So they can be mentors in this program. And so it's basically a mentorship program, and it allows students who are interested in the field of veterinary medicine to connect directly with a veterinary mentor. And since we vets are so busy, even busier than before, I'll tell you this, if you don't know this statistic, there was already a veterinary shortage prior to COVID, but during COVID, 45 million dogs were adopted or are purchased.
45 what?
Million.
Wow.
Dogs were purchased or adopted. And so there was already a shortage. So of course, there's definitely going to be a shortage now. And students need to learn about what it takes to really succeed in this field.
Well, there are a lot of students out there who want to learn, who have not been exposed, who have no one in their family, who's no one to have guide them to say, you want to be a vet? They might say it all the time. I like dogs, I like cats. But, as far as pursuing a career, they have no one to encourage. Unlike yourself, with your daddy, who always had all the animals running around here. And consequently, you knew that you wanted to be, okay, there he is. Yeah. Say hi. Okay. Well, he's always made sure that you could become the veterinarian you want to become. But some of our young people don't have this opportunity.
Sure.
And we really want to give them this opportunity. But you know what, Grand Rapids? You know what, Grant, our Croom family? We need your help in order to do this. This is not just for us. This is for all of us. You're talking about entrepreneurs. You're talking about increasing the wealth. And a lot of you know about this. You know what we have not been doing, and we know we can do. And by the way, you know what? We have just come off an election. That's my thing. And we have made contribution to all kinds of candidates. I know I have, and I know you have too. So we are used to contributing to things that we think are worthwhile. And you can do this too, because we want to make sure our young people have an opportunity to be veterinarians in this program that my daughter, Dr. Croom, is going to, is helping to create, because there are others who are going to be part of this as well.
Absolutely. I'm just really, really excited about it. How you doing, Judy Luke? See you there.
All right.
This is a campaign. Basically, my company won a grant, which we are so excited about. Grants, we typically think grants are only for nonprofits, but that is so not true. There's an organization out there that I want to tell all female entrepreneurs about. It's called I Fund Women, just like it sounds, ifundwomen.com. This is where I won this grant that allowed me to set up this crowdfunding campaign. So it's a campaign where we're raising money for the Future Veterinarian Project to take it nationally so that veterinarians across the country can be connected to the students who are interested in the field. And, like I said, with veterinarians being so busy, it takes a lot so many veterinarians want to mentor. I know that just like I do, people come to them all the time. They're like, oh yeah, I got a niece who, wants to be, can you talk to her?
Yes.
And then maybe that same day, 2 or 3 people might say the same thing. And we always want to help, but we just do not always have the time. Plus we have our own lives and families, and we got to have that work-life balance. This Future Veterinarian Project is going to allow virtual mentorship. So the veterinarian can be right in their clinic doing what they would normally be doing. So for instance, a veterinary surgeon out in Colorado, you may have a student right here in Grand Rapids that connects with them. They're right there in that surgery suite in Colorado, and they get to observe everything.
What about a state like Wyoming or other states where they might have large animals, or Iowa, states like that?
Yeah.
And you think about large animals that some students might be more interested in than maybe the smaller animals.
Absolutely. It's very smart actually for those students to be interested in large animal medicine, because there is a serious lack of large animal veterinarians. Okay. So you're right. You could be out in Colorado or Wyoming. What these funds are going to go for is to get these veterinarians in these other states who are doing other things differently than what I'm doing, so that our students that join the program will have the widest variety of options, so they can see all the different kinds of veterinarians that there are.
Let me say this too, and maybe this doesn't need to be said, but sometimes I'm of the opinion that people sometimes can be not so trusting of things that come out. You go on the internet and you find all kind of schemes and scams going on. You say, oh my God, what are they up to now? Right. But let me tell you this. Those of you who know me, you can trust me. I would not be a part of anything, nor would my daughter be a part of anything that's a scam. This is serious stuff, and this is something that we want our young people to have an opportunity to be a part of. We have set back. When I say we, I'm not speaking to the African American community, even though that's more than just us. But we have set back too long and not put our money where our mouth is. And we can do this. Like I said, I just finished contributing to a lot of campaigns, and I know you have too. Okay, but we need to do this. We need to once and for all say something is happening. We have a local girl here. She's still a local girl. I don't care how she's still a local girl. A local girl who is out there trying to establish a situation where young people can become veterinarians and can ride along. She calls it ride along.
The ride along.
It's
program.
The ride along program where they can. Now she has a truck that she rides to her various places, because she has a mobile veterinarian business.
That's right.
And so she has this truck, and she's going to have those young people who sign up to be riding right along with her
virtually.
They're going to be virtual, but they're going to be going to the site she's going to. And they will know that, oh, this is where she goes. This is what animals she takes care of. This is how she talks to the parents of those animals. That's we speak of them as the parents of those animals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so she's going to be doing this. And those young people will say, wow, they are learning things that they probably could never learn in a textbook.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity. Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, wherever you might be, Grant family, Croom family, we want all of you to come on board and to know that what you contribute to this is going to be worthwhile, and it's going to help a lot of young people. You have to dig deep. Maybe you say, well, I have to wait until after Christmas. That's okay. We can wait until after Christmas. But we want you to do it as soon as possible to contribute to this campaign, to say, I am going to help a young person be able to go virtual with any veterinarian across the country, regardless of what kind of field they're in. They can say, wow, large animals, small animals.
But actually, the campaign is over in 5 days. That's one of the reasons we want to come to you. Even though I am a Grand Rapids native, I had focused more on Kalamazoo because that's where I've been and that's where my mobile veterinary service is. But Grand Rapids, we need you. This is my hometown, and I really, really need you for this program. We're raising $40,000, and my mom just mentioned my mobile veterinary service. As a matter of fact, in Southwest Michigan, I recently won an award for Best Veteran-Owned Business in Southwest Michigan.
Can I see that?
So there's the award right there. It's substantial. It's very heavy, and it's very exciting because it was through the Chamber of Commerce in Kalamazoo, which means that not only did people from the community, but the business community are the ones that actually voted on, thank you, Daddy, that actually voted on me winning this. I was in the semifinals, and then so best veteran-owned business. I love being a veterinarian and a veteran. My time in the Army Veterinary Corps was really, really great. But then getting out, my fellow veterans can't always do what they did in the Corps outside. So sometimes when you're in the military, you're doing a job, and when you come out, it's hard to transfer and find something of the same caliber. I am super blessed to have been able to do veterinary work in the Army as well as outside. And so, I know this all comes down to the upbringing that I had from Mr. and Mrs. Croom. You guys know them, right? She's winning awards left and right still. And so I'm just trying to catch up with her and earn some awards and follow along in her footsteps. But you're right. We really do need your financial support. The link for the campaign is in the post here. And for you who are watching on my side, the link is right here. It's at the ifundwomen.com website. And my campaign is called Future Veterinarians Explore.
Yeah, and you know what? I know we said a lot, and it seems like we're being repetitive, but sometimes in order to get over to you, to let you know how serious this is, how sincere we are about this. My daughter, let me just tell you something about my daughter. Through the years, she has come up with a number of things that we say, oh no, that's not going to work. Mother, can you help? That's not going to work. That's not going to work. But you know what? When she came up with this mobile veterinarian thing, I said, that's going to work, because people need to have someone who's going to come to them. And her business so far has been a pretty decent success. The awards she's gotten have been good. Okay. But now we want to extend it and take it abroad. We want to take it to every corner of the United States. We want people to know we believe in our young people. And there is a field of work that they can go into, a career they can go into. And we need to expose them to it. And the fact that she is going to go out like this, going to include her fellow veterinarians all across the country. She's going to make contact with them and let them know they can have some ride-along kits with them in their state, out of their state. They don't have to be in the same state where the veterinarian is, right, but they can go across the country. So we want this to happen, but we cannot have it happen without your support. So this might be the last appeal we make to you. Well, maybe not, because we might find ourselves coming back. You know me, I will be seeing you, and I'll be telling you need to contribute. Whatever you can contribute, well, when you go in the box, you'll find out the various amounts that they can contribute. Yeah, and they'll tell you what you do to make that contribution. But we want you to feel that you're going to do it, to know that you're going to do it, and not to say, well, I wonder if I should do it. If I have this amount, find that amount, because we can find it for a lot of other things. Now, listen, those of you who I'm talking to, I know you're out there at different restaurants and other places, and I know what you're spending. No, I don't know what you're spending. But what I do know is that we can sometimes cut back a little bit, and we have to. We might not have to. But just make this contribution so we can get our young people into a field of study, into a career path, on a career path. Yeah. And say that this is what we want to do. And you know what? You have an honest person who is spearheading this. I emphasize this because I'm one who's very skeptical about people coming up trying to ask me to contribute to things. I am one of the most skeptical persons in the world. And so if there's somebody who asks, I don't know about this, you're talking about contribute something, it's going to be nationwide and all of that, that sounds like a real scam artist to me. No, it's not.
Definitely legit. Like I said, ifundwomen.com is an amazing organization. If you're a female entrepreneur, they're getting ready for their next cohort for next year. So if you've got a business that you need help with, or you want to create a crowdfunding campaign as well, then definitely go to that website. The link is there. We're raising $40,000 currently. There are 5 more days of the campaign. We need you actually right now.
Well, I just tell you what. I've already contributed something a little earlier, but I'm going to put in my 2 cents, well, maybe a little bit more, just to make sure that.
It starts at as low as like $25, $50, all the way up to those who can contribute, $5,000 and $10,000, because that's really not too much to say, for some, to say that we're spearheading a campaign that is for us, by us. Okay, so again, it's not that we're only focusing on students of color, but the fact that we have veterinarians of color that they can see and that they can know, I can do that. Exactly. I have met a Black veterinarian out there and I can do this.
And also, I want to say that we want to know that we, as African Americans, we can contribute to things too. Now, we have some of our supporters who probably be of another persuasion, and that's okay. We're inviting everybody to contribute. But we want to know that we can lead this thing. We can make our contributions and say, yeah, I did contribute to Dr. Croom's initiative to have young future veterinarians. And I want you to come through for me. Grand Rapids, and those of you who know me well, I won't call out your organization, but you know what I'm talking about. But I want you to come through for all of us and come through for the young veterinarian. If it were not a good venture, I would not be a part of it. Know that. Yeah. Okay, so.
And sharing is definitely important too. So, I mean, if you're seeing this live and you've got some people that you could just share, boom, send it to, you might be able to send it to a group that you're a part of, philanthropic groups, because this is philanthropy. That's it. The funds do not go towards me or my house or my car. No, this is going directly to future veterinarians.
All right. That sounds real good to me.
Yes.
And so Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, wherever, throughout Michigan, wherever you're listening from, know that we're looking forward to, we're hoping that you will come through very soon. And we appreciate your giving us your attention. And for all those whose names I see up on the screen, who I know are either close to me in many ways, Dorothy, I see you. Venetia, I see you. Cousin. Yes, and I've seen the Luke. So we've seen a lot of people whose names have popped up, and we appreciate your attention. And we appreciate your contributing to this. Go to the link, click on it, and find out what you need to know about this young future veterinarians program.
Yes, so Black Friday was yesterday. Today is Black Saturday. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you.